Could you see the tax regime changing towards a dedicated tax on assets and not just income?
So this is something that's been debated for a while, as to whether we have adequate taxes on wealth. And I think, you know, certainly in this budget, the outcome was to focus rather on value-added tax. But there's a panel that's been put in place to deal with some of the concerns that I and many others had around this idea that we have a progressive tax system, which is meant to act in a way that the wealthier segments of society subsidize public provision, and also that tax doesn't fall on the poorest people disproportionately, that there's proportionality. And so, you know, increasing VAT didn't seem to be the best idea if you want to maintain that kind of principle. But there's work that panel will do to try and understand how it impacts on the poor and how to mitigate any of that so that we maintain our principles of a progressive tax system, especially in a highly unequal society. You know, if it was a middle class society, you would be less concerned about these kinds of issues. In terms of wealth taxes, I think, you know, maybe it's time we just step back and assess the whole body of work that came out of the Davis Tax Commission, because I think we're having lots of separate discussions. The small business discussion that happened 24 months when that paper came out, and another discussion that happens when another proposal comes out. Now that the whole body of work has come together, I think kind of digesting that within government and then thinking what's the next step. So I don't have definitive answers there to say our tax policy is here or there. I just think there's a significant project that's just concluded that maybe we need to reflect a bit more on.